This is Denise, and I'm here with Dan Pilla for today's Tax Help Minute. We have April 15th coming, and we've got people who can't pay their taxes. What should they do?
Well, let me tell you what not to do. The common mistake that people make when they owe the IRS money that they don't have the ability to pay is they don't file their tax returns. That's a mistake. File the return on time. But if you only need a little time to pay, if you can pay the tax in under 6 months, the best kept secret that the IRS has is the ability to get an extension of time to pay the taxes.
So this is not the same as the extension of time to file. This is an extension of time to pay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And people need to understand this. A lot of people who can't pay by April 15th submit that filing extension. That's the Form 4868. That gets you 6 additional months to file the return, but you still have to pay the tax by April 15th. What I'm talking about here is an extension of time to pay the tax. It's a different form. It's IRS Form 1127. That's 1127. It's called an application for an extension of time to pay the taxes, and if the IRS grants the application, it can get you 6 additional months to pay the taxes without penalties.
Okay. So there's no penalties, but what about interest?
Yeah, the interest will continue to run. Anytime you owe delinquent taxes to the IRS, they're going to charge interest, and so that will apply. But you're going to save a lot of money with the penalties because they won't charge you with the penalties.
So how do I prove that I need more time to pay my taxes?
All right, now this is an important point because the Form 1127 is not automatic. When you submit that filing extension, again, that's Form 4868 to get more time to file the return, that's automatic. You don't even need a reason for that. You just submit the form on or before April 15th and you got 6 more months, no problem, to file the return. But with the payment extension, the Form 1127, that is not automatic. So you have to make the application to the IRS. They have to grant the application before it's considered valid. And in order to get them to grant the application, you have to show hardship. And that is to say, you got to demonstrate to them that you did the things that a reasonable person would do to provide for the payment of your taxes. In other words, you knew that you had this tax debt coming, and you did the things that people typically do to take care of their taxes, but due to circumstances beyond your control, you could not pay on time. You also have to show that coming up with the money would cause some financial hardship, more than just an inconvenience, all right? So you can't say, look, spring is coming and we'd rather buy the lawn furniture than pay the taxes. That's not hardship. That's inconvenience, right?
So do I have to show copies of my mortgage, car payments, those kinds of bills to prove that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got some financial hardship, if you're in a situation where, let's say, there was an unforeseen medical problem, perfect example, illness, injury, maybe a death in the family, if you can provide the documentation to show that and to demonstrate that if it weren't for this unforeseen circumstance, you could have paid your taxes on time, then the IRS will grant that extension and give you 6 months to pay.
Okay. So what if I e-file? What do I do with the form?
Well, you still got to do the e-filing. Does not allow you to send in the Form 1127. So you got to send the Form 1127 separately from any e-file document.
Okay. Tell us how to get more information.
All right, more information is available in my tax amnesty package. This is my book that takes you step by step through the IRS's programs of tax debt forgiveness. The tax amnesty package is available from my website. It's taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com, or they can call my office, 1-800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NOTAX.